Hello everyone and welcome back to Chill Gaming. This is the continuation of Outworld Station. Last time I left off by saying I wanted to build more of these wormholes and transfer more products etc. in, and as you can see it's exactly what I've done. I've now got the titanium coming into these depots, ice into these, and it's going out in this one in a liquid form of oxygen. These two are this is carbon and this is silicon, and this is just a general purpose one up there for fusion. But as you can see, it's ticking along okay, and we're ready now to complete this mission, so we can carry on with mission 8. So we'll let them go away, and then we've got a new location, the asteroid belt 2. Bio extractor, that's what we needed for that other one for tungsten, and those are going to be the mission. And this is now what we can produce. Let's just skip these. Remember to pause it if you want to read it. Okay, right, let's explore this new area which is here. So we need just a few more nanoplates. So get back. What we've got sitting in this one here. Now we've got more than enough. So let's go over there and activate this. So this should be similar to our last asteroid belt. It's just probably with harder enemies, I would guess. But you can still do the same trick, just fly around them. What I'm going to do is explore the map and just get an idea of what ores and stuff are about. I'll have a quick look in a minute just in case we've actually found any. But it'd be interesting to see what's about, because I would imagine it's going to contain all the ore types from the previous asteroid belt, so all of the gold, silicon, carbon, titanium, etc. A bit of ice. But you'll also have tungsten here, I would have thought. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to move my complete manufacturing hub over to here, transfer the products from the other asteroid belt to here, and then create a big manufacturing up here. I don't know what I'll do in the other asteroid belt. I really don't know, because I don't know how big this is all going to get and what it's going to need, whether you'll use every resource that's there, or you know, you'll have surplus and wonder what the hell to do with everything. But yeah, I'm going to now carry on exploring this, and I'll show you what I've found. Just have a quick look actually, just to see what we've found. Yeah, so you're going to have the ore types of carbon and all the rest of them. So I want to explore this and come back and show you what I found. Alright, here's what I've found, everyone. As you can see, I've got gold, titanium, silica, tungsten. So I'm going to basically build up my base here and transfer everything over like I've done on this base here, except it's going to mirror it and be optimized a bit more, and I'll tell you what I'll do. It's going to be similar to this, except everything's going to be on the other side except gold. I might leave gold here and have a little setup going just to produce gold. The ice will stay here for the moment until I decide what to do with it. And I'm also going to research more artifacts and whatnot. So I'm going to get on and build that factory, and then I'll go into detail what I've done. Okay, here's how far I've got to so far. I've got the titanium coming in, and it's going into these smelters. And I've set it up so you've got connectors joining up the wormholes, with storage is either in the middle, below, or above. Just depends on how many of these and how it's set up. but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can double them up, and then you're controlling everything, you see, because at the moment the ore's coming in and it's going into this container. This container then feeds another container over here, and I might move it down yet. So I have this feed a container here, and then, because I think that's what I've got here already, yeah, but I might move these down. I've got to figure a good way of doing this, because if I fed straight from here to a container, that container then fed these, then it fed another container over here, and that container fed these. So you're creating a chain and trying to limit this, because as you can see it splits two ways here. I'm trying to optimize it to see if I can get it to supply enough, and it's the same here. This is mirrored, and then when I do another line I might leave a gap so I can expand into, just in case I need more. And then over here is exactly the same setup, except it's going to mirror, instead of ore it'll have titanium bars that will then come out, go into a storage container wherever, and then it'll supply 4, then a storage, and another 4, then another storage. The product comes out of these, goes into this storage, then that goes over to here to another storage to further the production of whatever's needed, or it goes down to other production. And then I'm going to bring the materials like carbon, silica, ice not yet, what else is there, you've got the tungsten, but I'll be bringing them all down and storing them down here through the wormholes, and it'll just mirror this. So I'm going to carry on building this and show you how far I've got. Okay, right, it's expanded quite a lot, and as you can see I've now upgraded the fusions with batteries. I could do a better battery array than this, but I had a gap, so I thought I'd fill it in. And as you can see it's tricky getting it up. So it's got a storage tank that end over here. It comes to this storage tank, you can see it's full. This then goes up to the upper level, and then I'll basically mirror what I've got here, but as a dual level with batteries and everything else. And then at the end of that I'll have another storage tank, if they allow us to go up again, and then it'll go up and keep mirroring it. If they don't, then this will just basically branch out, where you can see there's a connector there. I will branch out somewhere. It'll probably be here that'll branch out across, or I might come this way and just, I don't know, it'd be a mess, but I could have it coming out a different way, or come out this connector here and go up to it this way, so it goes from there to there. That will then leave this one to go out above and beyond and just mirror this, but further up here. We'll see how much it needs, but as you can see at the moment I've got defences, even though I've got no environmental disasters is off. It's just to future proof it a bit. But so you can see I've got the titanium coming into these 4, I've got the silica, and I've got the carbon ore, and at the moment they are supplying the silicon, the smelter, sorry, and it's making the titanium bars, which is then coming out and going into these that are making the hull plating, and over here is hull plating, and it's being fed into the different storages, as you can see. And it's the same here, a mirror in the other side that these are making. Let's have a look at, click on one. So they're making the basic frames, just storing them, and these in turn are going out, because they've been stored in here, but these are going into these advanced factories, as you can see here, that are doubled up, and these are producing the reinforced frames and the nano plates. That these are being stored slightly differently, because I don't know how many I need and where they're going to go yet. This is kind of could change, but they're being stored here. As you can see, I've got a nice supply of them just sitting there. And down here we've got the carbon that's coming out, being smelted into the molecular bonding that's been stored in this one that feeds these advanced factories. And down this side here, again it's molecular bonding, and then we've got this producing the glass fibre that goes across to these printers that produce the fibre optics that's being stored in this one. And it's the same down here, these are producing the click on it, the carbon that gets stored. These ones here are producing the same, and it gets stored in this one, and then these go on to produce the carbon nanotubes, and these ones are producing the composite, and they're being stored in their respective containers, as you can see. The other thing I've got to produce is the artificial diamond. I don't think I'm producing that yet. Nah. So the artificial diamond will need the silica, which is this lot here, I think. And none of these are producing that at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this to it'll probably be down here, and then I'll just stick some of these. I think it's these ones that produce the silica, is it? No, it's gonna be those, is it? Yeah. So at least 10 of them. Well, they're all stored in this one here, I think. No, it needs these. So I'm definitely not producing it, am I? No. Okay, so the easiest way to do this, because it's going to be sitting in this storage here, and this one here, I might store them down, I might make them down here, and then just store them here, and then they can go to wherever, or I might even put them up here, because that can be doubled up. That'd be more than enough probably, and then just have a little line of the artificial diamonds sitting here in the storage. Maybe I'll see how many could go here. I mean, I'm trying to create here enough to expand it, so you've got the titanium growing here that could expand in this. You've also got the molecular bonding that's going to expand in this one anyway if it needs it. And then down here, I've got another line, you see, that I could use for something else. I've deliberately made it that way, but you can see here the basic setup of it. So the wormhole goes here and here. They feed it into the storage. The storage then feeds this, which is exactly the same. Whatever product's sitting in that one goes in here. These are then smelting something that goes into this storage. It then goes over to here, this one to here. And it just mirrors this up here, and then it continues it. So you can see it's very modular and angled in the design. Our power at the moment is pretty good, as you can see. So that's how it looks at the moment. I've still got to do the tungsten, but the tungsten needs, let's see, resources. So the bio extractor needs super alloy, and to make super alloy, is it made in that one? I've not made it, so I don't know. I think that's made in an advanced factory. So if we go to production, oh, is it refinery? I don't know. Can I put one of these down? No. So this needs computers and oh, that's it. So let's see if I've got anything sitting up here. Oh, that's in my bag. I picked the wrong one. No, there's none in there, so I will go back to this one. Is there anything sitting in here yet? Okay, so let me go back. Let's see if I can build one of those temporarily. It's not going to stay here, I just want to see what's made in it. They're a big old unit, aren't they? Okay, so click that, select recipe. So tungsten needs a super alloy, so sorry, needs 4 tungsten and 4 titanium. Ah, interesting. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Sell. So this is going to go over here somewhere. Because we've got tungsten sitting in here. It needs the bars, doesn't it? So we've got the bars sitting up here, I think. Right over here. To lose track of everything. So the bars are sitting there. And they're being fed from there, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got a whole load of bars sitting here. So what I might do is stick another storage here that all of this lot go into, and then this one feeds these. This just feeds this storage here, and then I can also do another line down here, maybe, that has the advanced factories. The only other, I suppose the other way I could do it actually is to just literally have the titanium flow down here to, say, a storage sitting here, maybe, and this storage here has the titanium, and that has the tungsten. Or I'd do it the other way around. I could have the tungsten sitting in there, and it goes into the smelters to produce the tungsten ingot over here, and then just have this feeding down to below it, say here, with the titanium ingots, or even down this road here, it'd probably be easier. It comes just below here, then that feeds into storage that's over this side, and then they feed into the factory here. That might be the way to go, because I can't mine the tungsten. I've got to manually do it, which means doing an atomizer just to get the starter super alloys, so I can start the building for creating this bio extractor thing. So let's have a look here. What does that need? That needs 25 of them. Jesus. So let's stick an atomizer on, and I'm temporarily gonna put it there and tell that to link to this box here for the minute. And then I'm just going to go out and I'm going to find a load of tungsten if I can. It's going to be the same setup as before, I would imagine. So you just right click and drop it in. But I've got to be very selective in what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go and find a whole load of tungsten that's floating around and try and get enough to create enough ingots to make this starter thing, and then I'll come back to show you where we got to. And I've built up the tungsten miner. It wasn't the bio miner, it was this one. For some reason I was thinking of the fauna one on the gas giant, because I haven't set one up there yet for the nitrates or whatever it's called. But yeah, I've set this one up, and this is now sending straight to our base. So let's just get back home. I'll show you it. So it's coming in down here on this little spare space we had here, and it's literally just filling up at the moment. So this will now be linked to that one. And then what's going to happen is that tungsten's going to have some factories like these. Hang on, where's that going here? So this is linked to that. So why is that doing it at the top? Right, for some reason I linked this and I didn't know I did, so I'm going to delete that. So it's got to go to this one here. We'll let this fill up, and then I'll just collect them, put them in here. So now this has got some other mats in it that I don't really need, because I've got plenty of them. So I'm going to just delete them. And then I'm going to re-enable all of this. Like so. That should now work. And then that one will have the tungsten ore in it. And this will link from there to here. I've got to get rid of the links from that to these, because these are all going to change, and in there I've got nothing, so I can sell that now. And just let at the moment these have got, they did have some old what do you call it in them, ores from that atomizer. So let's sell these. Sell that. Now they are going to go over here, and we're going to just basically mirror what we've done up here. So at the moment I'm going to allow that to expand down here if it needs to. This one will expand down here. These will start here and expand down the bottom here. So we'll just upgrade these to Mark II, tell it what I want it to produce, which is tungsten. That's filling that one up, and then what you've got to do, a little trick for you, is it's easier probably just to build 4 of these, because I find if you put a connector in here and then put these over the top like so, it puts them the wrong way and it will not let you rotate them. It's like a bug. So hopefully the devs will take note. So then we just Control C and then just copy these and stick a line of them in. And then what you want to do is do the link. So where we're going to do it now is the storage is going to be here. That shouldn't have anything in it, which it hasn't. And then we do link from there. So this is basically supplying these. Like so. And then these will send the output to here. And I'll just quietly fill that up. And then what you do is you then put the extenders that go up, line them across here and here and one here, because then it'll use the same track but above to deposit and stuff. So now these are filling these up, not very quickly, So what we will do here is do the risers, and I'll show you how that works. So you just literally plonk them down. Wrong one. I'll do the same there. You'll probably get away with it actually, leaving the middle one out so it saves the clutter. And then you just basically do Control C and just copy and paste each one. And then what it's going to do, it should mirror, I can't afford it, but it should mirror the, there you go, so it's going into it, and this is going up into it, so it follows the same line. So I'll get enough material so I can make more of those, but that's a bit better, a bit more steady. And the other thing I've got to do is come down here with the titanium. So it depends, as you can see with these, I've got to basically look at the size of the things. It's not just a single one, it's like, what is it, double? Yeah, it's two of them. So I've got to create a gap for two, which might have to be here, because what I could do then, instead of running down here, I could run down maybe one of these if there's storage here with them in. They're up here, aren't they? So the storage is there. So what I've got to basically do, if I create this storage, I'll see if this is going to work. So can I make that? Yeah. So that line there is the line I want to use. So yeah, I'll have to stick the storage there. Not ideal, because then it goes down this line here, you see. Keeps it nice and straightforward. So I'll put that there. Tell that to, I can't do the upgrade, I need some more of these. Let's grab another stack of those. Upgrade this. Link that to that, and that to that one. I think that's where it's going. Yeah. And then tell this, just grab it out, just move all I can of those, stick them in there, and then quickly tell that to the links to clear that link and clear that link and only go to there. There you go. So now that should start to fill that up nicely, and then that's just going to continue supplying all of those. I'm going to take a stack, and then down here somewhere we're going to have two of those. Where are they now? General, in there. So I've got a choice. I either build them here and then it supplies, but I'll probably, because it's two, and then you're going to have a third, what I might do is put one there and then one here. Upgrade them, and then tell this, where is it, there, to link to save that one there. Oops, wrong one. I've got to click it first, so that to link to there. Now have we got another, so we've got one sitting there that should be full. I'm going to also tell that to link to this. Grab that, tell it to link to there, because this is it's going to lessen the production. I'm hoping that if it comes down here, they come. So as these come in, if this speeds up here, it doesn't actually do it, does it? But it's keeping it steady, so that's the main thing. So if I come down here and this one here, I'll stick these in just to give it a bit of stock. Put that in there. I want to sell these, get rid of them. And then the plan will be is to, you're going to mirror this, you see, where you've got a dual line. So you come down here with those. And then you're going to want to put in one of these productions. Which way do we go here? So we could go that way maybe. Because you're going to have, you've got the spare one there. And then a line of tubes. And then I could go here actually. So if I go, because what I've got to do is allow for another line here. So there's the spare, and then you could have some more printers here, and then another load of spare here. And then these come down here. Where is it gone? Production. I might just stick them like that actually. And then tell that you want to produce that, so you know what you need. But it comes there, and then comes across here. For some reason it built it down, I don't know why. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this. So what I might do is do the can have 4 of them, and then you're going to have a spare line. Come on, it's a bit twitchy how this works. And then we come across there. Oh, across there. So we'll have 4 of them sitting in there. So what I've got to do now is basically replicate these storages. So I might put them up here as it's nearer. And what I could do is stick one here and one here. So they supply the raw materials, and then down here is the finished product. So if we link that one there, so we want to link it. How many of these I can build? Got the power dying on me. So now if I link that to that, and that to that, get them going there. And what have we got sitting in this one? So the tungsten ingots are there. So then you want to link that. Hold on, let's do another one. So you've got a storage here, you see, and this storage be a duplicate of this. So up that one, and then link that one there to there. Let that start filling. Grab a few of those and stick them in, and then tell that to link to there. Well, actually, I wonder whether we needed that there. We could have just told them all to come down here. It just gives you surplus storage, you see, so you've got buffer. That's how I'm looking at it. It'll probably work fine. And then these are basically going to output to here. That's a upgrade, stick some of those in. And then the linking will be from there. From that one to that one, from that one, that one, and so on and so forth. And that does the same. And then they should start producing in a moment as this goes up. Whether we are producing enough of this is another matter. Do Control C. Up this a bit, so we've now got a double line making those. Hopefully, you see, it's gonna totally decimate these. So we'll get enough ore sitting in there, yeah. So now what we do again is we just do a new one. Production, smelter, stick it in there, upgrade it, keep your eye on the power. Tell that what recipe you want, so you want to make that. And then this one is being linked from this side. No, that. Well, actually, I'll have to link from this. Normally, I would have 2 of them, but I'm going to link from the same one. It's just going to have to be that way. And then these can put the output to there. So now that will get going, and then you just basically Control C. this and mirror it. I haven't got enough to fund it, so I'll keep running out of the nano. God, you don't have to use some of that. Do it again, Control C. Now, hopefully, this is going to produce enough. It might run out. The way that's going down is I need to find another tungsten. We got one there. What's that mean? Is it died or something? So let's. How many tungsten have I got now? Right, I've got another one there, so I've got to put one over there. Oh, that I've only got two. Yeah, I've only got two. I'm going to go down and find out what's wrong with that. So obviously I've been attacked by something. I told you everything is a bit more nasty in this belt. To repair. Oh right, the mine was damaged. Okay, so is that gonna now? That's still running out. So I've got to mirror this right over here and destroy whatever's in the way, if there is anything. So I'm gonna now head back home and I'm gonna create another wormhole. And the new wormhole is gonna go here when I can afford it, and it'll be called basically Belt 2 Tungsten Wormhole 2, something along those lines, so we know what it is, and then it'll feed directly into this storage container, and then this will do the rest. And that's going to be the plan for now, to keep this going. Because this is a bit slow, this one. Yeah, but that's the plan. So these are actually producing at the moment, albeit a bit too... I might turn one of these off actually. Just have two running for now. Just so it kind of lets this fill up a bit. And then when I get the new wormhole going, hopefully I can have two double layers and it's going to be enough to supply these four. If not, we'll expand downwards. And then we'll have to start working on these because I mean, I'm guessing that I don't know when the next planet's going to open up on the system and what one it is, but as you can see, we've got this here, which is the lava planet. Is that power? We've got another belt here. I don't know whether that'll be the next one. It'd be handy because that might be tungsten, or is it going to be another gas giant? But getting back to the Titania, here we've got to mine that. It's the nitranium node, and that needs this bio thing that I got confused with before this thing. And then it'll come into these here, which is going to use the oxygen that we made on the belt one, the nitranium, into this stuff, nitrox, that then gets stored in here and goes to wherever it's needed. It goes to a little storage there. Or is it that one? It's that one there, and it goes, sits into this. Or that one. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I'll probably change this around and it'll have its own wormhole and then go that way around. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on working on that and try and get the tungsten sorted out, and I'll probably see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take it easy, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It will help my channel grow. Take it easy.